Good day, everybody. My name is Maria Sierra Parra, and today I'm gonna be talking and analyzing the activity made by my classmate. Her name is Cynthia Lerma, and I'm gonna be analyzing her activity and what she did. So I'm gonna start saying that her metaphor and the metaphor that she shows was all the world's a stage and all the men and women are merely players. They have their exits and entrances. William Shakespeare. So I really consider this is a very, very good metaphor. It really explains what life is. We cannot expect our life to be perfect and happen just the way that we think it's gonna happen. A lot of things don't happen as we imagine, and a lot of things will never be as we dream. And that's okay, because life is very unpredictable and many things and many situations can come our way even when we don't expect them. And in many occasions, we expect something to happen some way, but it ends up happening in a very different way, and everything is just okay. So I really consider that William Shakespeare was very correct when he said this. He was very into what life really is. We need to take into account that even when we have a lot of dreams and a lot of achievements we want to get to, not all of them are going to happen the way that we think they're going to happen, because the world might have a lot of different situations for us. And well, many things are going to happen in a very different way, but at the end of the day, everything is just fine. Now, my opinion of this story. So Cynthia was telling us her story, and she had a very interesting experience in her life that I really, really see myself into. Because when I graduated from high school, I really wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to study medicine. That's what I really wanted to be. But situations in my life prevented me from going into the med school, and I ended up being a teacher. And I ended up studying this teaching program and this teaching degree, and I would not change anything right now from my life. I really enjoy teaching. I really enjoy being a teacher, and getting to learn from my students and getting to teach my students, that's perfect, and I really like it. But at some point in my life, that was not what I wanted. It was not how I wanted to be, and it was very difficult for me because I felt very disappointed at some point. But then I found out that life had something very different for me. So I really think that her story really seems like the life I had at some point some years ago. I think it is a very good experience, and it was very according to her life that really made her what she is today. So I really, really think that that was a very good experience for her, and it happened to me as well. So I know for a fact that those experiences really makes us who we are today. Now, I think that she used her past tenses very well. It was very well written. I really understood everything she wanted to say. Cynthia, you did it great. You had a very well use of your past tenses. The verbs were correct. The grammar was correct. The only thing I would say about your test would be that maybe it's a good idea to separate the test in some paragraphs, because sometimes it's difficult for us readers to read a big paragraph. It's better if we separate them in some paragraphs if it is a long test. That would be the only thing I have to say. And 3 pieces of advice now. Considering the experience and considering the story that she was sharing with us, I just want to say, keep working hard. You are doing it amazing. You are being very good at what you do. So keep working very, very hard. Always keep in mind that things can happen in a different way sometimes, and in many occasions, things are not going to be like we expect. So my advice would be, keep that in mind so that you don't get disappointed and that you don't get down because of the new things that are going to happen in your life. And never let your mind believe everything is over because something didn't happen the way you wanted. It is not over. Life gets up again and life goes on, so you can get up as well. And yeah, everything is gonna be okay, even if something didn't happen the way we wanted to happen. And the lesson to my own life is that it doesn't happen to me only. It happens to everyone else in the world. And maybe we feel like we are alone in the experiences that we have in our lives, but that's not true. I thought that I was the only one. At some point in my life, I thought that I was lonely in this life of circumstances and very difficult situations, but that's not true. Everybody goes through these situations, and this is an experience that a lot of people have. So that was my lesson. I learned a lot from you, Cynthia. Thank you so much for sharing your experience and your story. And for the rest of you guys, thank you so much for listening, and thank you for your attention. I really, really hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.